spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go here in Inglewood. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old, but we'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First down, it is Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Stafford now. Here's a screen set up to Williams. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Stafford now on third down. Got his man at the 6. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Williams trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Pass caught, it's Miles Sanders. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Exiting, and he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. We're going to get him down behind the line. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. 3rd and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
22. Do not kick it to 22. I'm deep.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. They'll run, and it's Ronnie Rivers. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. Stafford going to give it to Cora. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams first down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll run the toss to Coral. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. On the play fake. Dash. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
That's complete left side to Pickens. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it beginning on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart the 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
It is 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Running forward is Clough. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Second down, they need 7. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. From the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. The shotgun snap for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down. Play fake. Prescott. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Prescott again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Kobe Turner in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Pass caught by Tolbert. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, L.A.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stafford to throw again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air again. Stafford. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. On play action, here's Dak. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, This offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Here's Sanders. And he will score! Game on! Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's now 13-7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Has some room inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Again, Prescott to the air. His pass right side, caught by Lamb. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now, 2nd and 4. To the air again. Prescott. Now he takes off. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd down. Dak to throw. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. Cowboys draw closer here. It's 21-14. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Rams. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.